Absolute cinema is coming back. Yes, Peak is returning. Gushing Over Magical Girls Season 2 has been confirmed. Let's go. I get to say that twice this week with Farron last week and now this week. Gushing Over Magical Girls. I could not be more happy to hear this getting a second season. Yes, I know a lot of you out there are like, but Andrew, Blu-rays sell really good, so it's got to get one. No. I don't go based on Blu-ray sales. I don't know why people are stuck on this idea that Blu-ray sales equals more production. It never does. It hasn't been for a long, long time. It used to be Blu-rays were very, very important because that was like the way of kind of getting some extra funding into the project after the advertisements and, yes, figurines and merchandise. These days, with like over 50% of the actual revenue coming in from licensing and whatnot, that's just kind of a small little piece of that pie. It's nice. It's real nice. And they definitely ain't crying over those sales of those Blu-rays because that's a lot of profit. But most of their profit's elsewhere. And so I think the changing landscape of anime really does make me believe that whenever I see people posting charts going, oh my gosh, this only sold this much, it doesn't matter. Like, Chainsaw Man is a prime example. Again, we don't know how much they sold on their actual storefront. They could have sold a whole bunch, but that wasn't really their money. It's what they got from overseas sales. That made them tons of money. Even before they finished it, they made all their money just from overseas licenses. But anyways, that whole conversation aside, let's get in the news itself. I'm so freaking excited. But yes, I think the first place that I've seen this is obviously on Twitter. On Twitter, they posted the video that at some point in the video, it has a bunch of clips of the first season, and then some point in the video, it just says, Season 2. Here it is. It's coming. And this apparently was something that they showed at a Thanksgiving festival or something like that. This is the news article right here from when they actually posted it on their website. Unfortunately, their website doesn't have any additional information. It's just the announcement of this festival, which, good art here, by the way. Good art here, by the way. But yeah, at this festival, that's where they actually showed this trailer, and they announced another season. They had a couple of kind of other actresses and whatnot that were up on the stage, and they were all thanking everybody for their support, which they typically do. But yeah, at least we got this announcement. Now, the question mark is that we don't really have any other information. Again, their website doesn't have anything. I'm certain, hopefully, here within the next 24 hours, they'll post something else on their website. But for right now, we don't really have any information on the studios or anything like that. Now, on their YouTube channel, they did post the trailer. And in the YouTube video itself, the description, they do list all of the previous staffers. So I think these are all listings for what is in the trailer, which again is a bunch of clips from season 1. So I don't think what is in here is indicative of the entire staff is returning. I think they're just saying, yeah, this staff did what's in the trailer. That's typical. They're gonna credit everybody for who was involved with the trailer itself or what's in the trailer. And again, since it's only, hey, there's this text right here saying season 2, they don't have any staff. So that's the question mark, is what is going to be the staffers for the next season. Because I think a lot of people, there's some people that really like the old director. They want the returning staff. They want the returning studio. I'm not married to the season 1 studio or staff members. Now, I will say they did a good job. They did a proper job in actually adapting it, even though I'm not a really huge fan of how they moved a lot of stuff around. I was not a fan of that. I was reading the manga alongside the actual anime, and we had, like, literally within a couple episodes, we're jumping to stuff that's past the season 1 series. Like, they moved a ton of stuff around. It still worked really well. It still got to the point. It still got all the characteristics in there and everything like that, but I feel like it kind of just jumped around way too much. Now, why I say I'm not married to the studio, and I would venture to say I want a different studio, or at least possibly a better scheduling or more money put into it, is, for those who don't know, it gets crazy from here on. It gets really crazy. I was telling people on a regular basis as I was covering the series episode by episode that I wasn't really sure exactly where season 1 was going to end, because where it seemed like season 1 was going to be getting into before they moved a lot of stuff around, it gets crazy. Like, this series turns from kind of a goofy magical girl in the town fighting each other with some ecchi here and there to, like, almost full-blown shonen. Like, this creator gets crazy. And I don't mean shonen as in, like, you know, geared towards kids or Shonen Jump or anything like that. It just gets really action-packed, but super edgy. Like, Basically, the whole scene with Utena, you know, confronting Azul, when Azul was licking her boot and everything like that, and she gets all crazy, and you get the wings batting out, and there's a whole bunch of stars on her face. It's that kind of twisted all the time. Like, it gets super edgy, and I love it. Why I bring that up is that it gets a lot more action-packed. It's got the etchy, and it's got the stuff that you're all gonna love from Gushing Over Magical Girls, the lewdness and the no filters and stuff. It's just in between there, it's just crazy edgy action. And so I hope that we get a better studio, or at least a better budget. That's the key thing there. I'm sure Asahi can do a really good job with something else if they have the budget for it. I will just admit, and I'm sure a lot of people out there can join me on this if you want to be honest here, Gushing Over Magical Girl Season 1 at some point just kind of was kind of struggling. It was kind of struggling. There was so much more they could have done with the animation, but they just kind of kept it to like just these very bare minimum points. And they did really well in those bare minimum points. Like, there was certain points that were really pinnacle or just super spicy, and that's where they put a lot of the quality in. But you can admit that overall, the quality dropped, and it wasn't really ever getting back up on its feet. Again, I'm assuming it's just the budget. I'm assuming it's scheduling problems. Get somebody else on board, or get a lot more funding into this. We've shown you, producers, that we love this project. So give Asahi Production what they need. Give them the time they need, give them the money they need, give them the staffers they need, the animators they need to make Season 2 amazing. Sadly, predictions, I don't think it's going to get it. I think what we had towards the later part of Season 1 is probably what we're going to have. That's probably the status quo. I still don't think, again, despite the fact that people think that the Blu-ray sales were insane and they made so much money from that, it's not a lot of money. This isn't going to get us Chainsaw Man budgets here. We're not, oh my gosh, because it sold this many Blu-rays, we're suddenly going to get an unlimited budget works. No, they're probably going to keep the status quo. This is still going to remain a very niche, very fun series, but at the same time, hopefully a little bit of a better budgeting or maybe better scheduling. But either way, I could not be more excited. Again, I absolutely love Season 1. I forgot how packed that season was. Winter 2024 was absolutely insane, and this was one of the reasons why it was insane. I love the direction they were taking Utena. I can't wait to see what it does with it going forward. Yes, I did kind of skim to find out where the chapters were. They were adapting as it was airing, but I don't know the context of what happens. I just know, based on the visuals, it gets super twisted, and I cannot wait to see that on screen. It was what I was screaming about when the season ended. I'm like, please give us a Season 2 because this looks super freaking cool. And it plays into what I loved about the series. Like I said, I love the descent into madness that Utena was doing. Going from the point where she is gushing over magical girls to literally becoming the villain and not being okay with that, but then slowly over time realizing I kind of like this and I want to ruin these girls more and I want to see them struggle and I want to see them suffer and all this kind of stuff. And it just went down this really cool rabbit hole until, again, eventually when it gets to that in that first season, crap hits the fan. And it almost feels like, slight spoilers here, everybody starts going in that direction. And so it's like, I want it. I want to see that. I want to see what they do with this. And again, hopefully if it is Asahi Productions, they nail that madness. So anyways, again, sadly, we don't really have too much more information, but I wanted to get on here and gushing over magical girls and express my excitement for the coming season. This is just something I wanted so badly, and they gave it to me. They delivered, and I'm so happy to see it. So let me know in the comments down below. Are you super excited for this? Are you the people that are like, actually, you're not supposed to enjoy this stuff because this. Let me get on my high horse. I can't wait to. That was one of the great things about the first season's airing was just seeing all of the people that just couldn't take it. And it's like, it's just fictitious. Get over it. It's okay. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to harm you. Nobody was harmed in the making of this thing. I mean, look at this. I mean, look at this. Let's go over here. Look at this. This is the people involved. It's okay. Nobody was harmed. These are the goofballs that were involved in voicing this crazy show. They're perfectly fine. Everybody on that stage is perfectly fine. Anyways, they're fine. They're okay. Anyways, yeah, this is one of those kind of events that I would love to have gone to. I bet these people have so much fun, but anyways, I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. Comment again. Let me know what you think about this whole news. And until next time, until Gushing Over Magic Girl Season 2 comes around, I'll be doing videos before then, obviously. Y'all take care.